Welcome back to Our Issues Birmingham. We're talking with Mayor WOODFIN, City of Birmingham, about about lots of things, but most recently in our last segment about the new stadium that's being talked about. And I think it's beyond being talked about.
It's action time.
It's going to be a reality with groundbreaking before year end, I think, what we're talking about. Is that accurate statement?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And so what I like to remind people is our administration priorities have not changed. We have to invest in neighborhood revitalization. But my pragmatism requires me to know that there's not enough funding currently from our existing revenues to fund our priority. Investing in tourism and entertainment and sporting events, etc., with the investment in current infrastructure of Legacy Arena, BJCC, and a new stadium will net us an additional almost $10 million, $9.9 million a year. And what that money will allow us is to create a neighborhood revitalization fund to support investing in neighborhoods.
$10 million a year in addition to what's already being generated, or $10 million a year?
In addition to all what's being generated.
In addition.
For the city of Birmingham.
And the idea is to take that money and parlay it into some revitalization of areas surrounding Legion Field.
Well, not just an idea, but actual commitment of a neighborhood revitalization fund where 100% of the new revenue is dedicated towards neighborhood revitalization. And it's for all 99 neighborhoods. So what I want to remind people is, you know, the new stadium would be in the neighborhood of Druid Hills, not downtown, not Central City. The residents in Druid Hills are no different in their complaints and concerns than the residents of the Smithfield community. And so current residents of the Smithfield community say, you only clean up Graymont or Illiton or College Hills or Smithfield when the Magic City Classic is in town in October. And so earlier when I said this conversation is bigger than Legion Field, it's really about our investment in the Smithfield community. Smithfield community, as well as Druid Hill or any of our other neighborhoods and communities, the goal is real neighborhood revitalization. And we now have new revenue to support real revitalization.
Well, you know, Legion Field, I know, has got tremendous history.
It does.
But
like Rickwood.
Yeah. But also, take Atlanta, for example. They don't hesitate to tear down a stadium.
Yeah, and so here,
and I walked through Legion Field. Right. It is dated.
I think here in Birmingham, what we have to find a balance of is moving beyond why we can't do something. Do it. You can support something new and still respect and embrace your history. I think sometimes we swim in the spirit of we can't do something because we already got something, but what we have is not necessarily working. Or with Legion Field, truthfully, we've been slum landlords. We haven't taken care of and or invested in our existing infrastructure. That's not right. And so you can't all of a sudden jump up and down about something we haven't been taken care of because you're anti something new. So that's what I mean, we can do both.
Mm-hmm. We talked with one of our other guests about cooperation amongst the municipalities, and in particular as it relates to Birmingham, some public safety building that was on the agenda of the former mayor, but it never got off the ground.
You got to crawl before you walk. And so when we think about regional cooperation, the beauty and or public-private partnership, the beauty of this investment in BJCC, Legacy Arena, and the stadium is a good example of a real partnership. 100% of this is not being funded by the city of Birmingham. This is a joint partnership between the BJCC, UAB, private sector, city of Birmingham, county commission, and the Jefferson County delegation / state. The combination of that tells me Birmingham, if we're bold enough and want to do things that are different, we can understand public-private partnership. But in the space of cooperation, just crawl before you walk. Something like a no poaching agreement for all the mayors within Jefferson County, I believe is a easier first step.
You mean to prohibit things like has happened in Irondale? There's a classic example.
That is a good example. Yes.
We've had some guests on recently, and we're talking about this cooperative effort that you just described. Mm-hmm. Fairfield is struggling, and we all know it, but Fairfield, even though it is a separate municipality, is a very integral part of at least the west side of Birmingham, just as you mentioned, Smithville and Druid Hills and all those other places. Is there any kind of plan of maybe jumping in there and trying to help them, or has there been some discussion with them about that? Maybe
so-
you can't talk about that, I don't know.
And so Ed May II and I are friends.
Yeah.
I respect his leadership and his position, which are co-equals as mayor of his city. He has issues, we have issues. Their issues are similar in some cases, different in others. We can acknowledge that he has a tax generating issue. You need taxes.
Income.
You need income for revenue to support city services. I think with that, what I know in addition to that is his residents are very prideful. And so I think we just want to continue to talk and listen and understand their issues.
So nothing specific and nothing urgent.
I think as mayor, he has an urgency for his city.
Yeah.
And I think he can call on any of the mayors in Jefferson County if and when he's ready to.
Yeah. Are you? And is there cooperation going on with Birmingham and the county government? Are y'all talking? And
I am. The commissioners.
Yeah.
The relationship is smooth.
Yeah.
It's open dialogue. We're very comfortable walking across the park.
Okay. We're going to take a break and come back and close out this show. Don't leave me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Give me 7 more minutes. I'm Tommy Spina. This is Our Issues Birmingham. Do not go away. We'll be right back.